Welcome back to the Skift Daily Briefing. It's Thursday, June 4th. I'm Sarah Dandashi, and today, new UN data shows just how badly the Iran war has reshuffled global tourism. The founder of Sonder, which collapsed about 6 months ago, is already back with a brand new AI travel startup, and Priceline just gave its AI assistant a major overhaul. Let's get into it. So first up, the UN just released its first quarter tourism data, and the numbers tell a pretty clear story about what the Iran war has done to global travel patterns. Middle East arrivals dropped 14% in the first quarter of 2026. Hotel occupancy in the region fell from 75% in January to just 48% by March. International air traffic to the Middle East was down 16%. That is a dramatic collapse in a very short period of time. But here's what's interesting. The demand didn't just disappear. It just went somewhere else. Overall global tourism actually grew 2% in Q1. Europe was up 4%, Africa up 4%, North Africa jumped 18% just in March alone. Central America up 18%, and travelers who would have been flying through Dubai or Doha simply rerouted. The concern now is just how long this lasts. The UN projects the war will shave 1 to 2 percentage points off global tourism growth for the full year. Nearly two-thirds of tourism experts surveyed say that the conflict is negatively affecting demand for their destination, even destinations nowhere near the Middle East, because rising fuel costs and disrupted flight paths are raising prices everywhere. The takeaway: demand is clearly resilient, but it's not patient. The longer the Gulf stays disrupted, the more permanently some of these redirected travelers may reconsider their habits. Next up, and this one has a real comeback story feel to it, Francis Davidson built Sonder, one of the most ambitious hospitality startups of the last decade, into a cautionary tale about signing too many long-term leases right before a global pandemic. Sonder collapsed just 6 months ago, and now Davidson is back, and his new company is called Odysseia. Think Greek goddess of travel, and it's an AI-powered trip planning and booking agent. 8-person team, no leases, no physical footprint, just software. So here's how it works. Instead of bouncing between a dozen browser tabs, re-entering your preferences every time, Odysseia lets you have a conversation, potentially even by voice, and get back personalized, visually rich results with real prices and real availability. It pulls from live inventory across flights, hotels, experiences, and short-term rentals, and takes commission when you book, not markups. So Davidson was pretty candid about Sonder's failure. Don't sign long-term leases right before a pandemic happens. Ha ha ha. And he's clearly learned from it. But this new model is almost the polar opposite. Asset light, lean, and built around software rather than real estate. The competition is fierce, though. Every major OTA and AI company is building something similar. But Davidson's argument is that general-purpose AI assistants like ChatGPT aren't actually connected to live booking systems. Odysseia is, and the product is deliberately visual and intuitive rather than chat-heavy. So we will see if the market agrees. And finally, Priceline just gave its AI travel assistant, Penny, the most significant upgrade in 2 years. And it's a good example of where the whole industry is heading. Penny now runs as a coordinated system of more than 10 specialized AI agents. One for flights, one for hotels, one for cars, one for customer service, and so on, all working together behind the scenes. You just have one conversation, and Penny figures out what you need and routes it to the right agent automatically. The upgrade also introduces something called Penny's Pick, personalized recommendations based on your past behavior and preferences. And Penny's Take, which gives you a candid, honest read on a specific hotel, not just a star rating, an actual opinion on whether it's the right fit for your trip. Early results look promising. Priceline says Penny users are saving nearly 10 minutes per trip and converting to bookings at higher rates than travelers who don't use the AI assistant at all. So in a nutshell, the era of the single travel chatbot is over. The future is a team of specialized AI agents working together, and Priceline just showed what that actually looks like in real practice. Well, that's it for your Skift Daily Briefing. For more industry news, head to skift.com, and as always, subscribe at skift.com/daily. Thanks so much for listening.